Hey Ringside crew, welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. And now here's your host, Joe Panther III.
Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to the part 2 of the opener of UK Wrestling Month on the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. Today, I have a gentleman that I interviewed back in the day, and his interview was really awesome and my kind of energy all over the place. This gentleman, he comes from the UK, and he asked me to do it today on the opener for UK Wrestling Month. Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome back to the one and only Get Down With It. Get down with the sickness. Get on with the virus. What's going on, virus?
Yes, I'm finally back.
Yes. This podcast is good, and we know you're going to bring the fun, virus, because, yes, what's more fun than a virus?
Oh, wow. Phew, there's a loads of that is more fun than a virus. And I also put the hot and psychotic. This is going to get grand real quick.
And it's funny, virus, because, like, the hottest time is just when all the viruses hit, because it's hot out in the UK and in America. So, like,
yeah, usually with the UK, it's the cold weather that brings out all the colds and flus and all the yucky stuff. But the summer usually kills it all off. But it's hotter than hell here. I am boiling up like a frog that is slowly being boiled to death. It's all good. Here we are. I wasn't going to let you down.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to have you back. You're opening. Hey, what's going on? Welcome.
Oh, do we have stuff in there? Oh, hello. What up? Just pop and say hi. Hello, cutlery lover. We love the cutlery. Can't miss enough and fault, can you?
Yes, one of the people. One of my people that are coming in to watch this
one of the people.
Podcast.
We love the people.
Yes, people is always the fun part of it. Yeah, man.
Can I see the comments? Yeah, I can see the comments. This is good. All right.
Yeah, I'll click them in if you can't see them. So, what have you been up to since the last time you joined us in the Dudes at Ringside Studios, Virus?
When was it that I was actually here? Can you think specifically to that?
I think it was like, oh my gosh, it was like maybe like 3 years ago. Maybe
3 years ago.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago. I think that's when the last time you joined us in the studios.
Jesus H fucking Christ.
You were just doing Savage. I think you were just doing Savage.
No. I was not doing Savage.
What were you doing?
No, I've never done Savage ever.
What were you in? You were something. You were in something that I remember you were part of. That's why we booked you last time. Maybe you were with. You were with what's his name?
What's his name?
Oh gosh, oh my gosh! You worked with Jackson Arrow? You and Jackson Arrow had stuff going on.
Christ, crikey! I haven't worked with Jackson Arrow in single terms. For the best part of these 4 years now.
Yeah,
4 years ago.
Why we booked you? Because your style of wrestling, it would fit so much in the the GCW style in America.
I remember you saying that, and I remember, I believe I said along the lines of, go fuck yourself. No, I have seen some GCW stuff, and it looks entertaining, but I don't think it's for me. I'm not just comfortable where I am. I mean, I am pretty comfortable, but I'm not, what I mean to say is I'm not content, but I am comfortable, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I love what I'm doing with Outcast Pro Wrestling. The position that I'm in, with being like almost like the head of creative, that kind of thing. You get me what I'm saying? Like, we have this thing right now it's been like it for a while. Everything comes through me. Everything does, including if someone's going to do a promo to a live audience, the promo comes through me. I'm not right. Don't get it twisted. I'm not writing out a promo for you, but I will be identifying your bullet points because I know what's going to be coming up next for that individual. Hit your bullet points. No swearing, no this, that kind of thing. Make sure it's all friendly and above board, that sort of thing. And it's at the right times of the show. Oh, God. If you're going to start a live event, you can have match number 1 as your live event after the instructions. Don't have a promo on after that. Don't bring them back down. They're already going to have match number 2. It's match number 2 for a reason, right?
So do you get mad when you watch like a WWE or AEW and they put the heavyweight title match as the first match, does that make you want to bite your freaking tongue out of your mouth? Go, what are you doing?
Not really, no, because when the WWE, don't get me started on AEW just yet, all right? I've got some.
I get told the hater, so we'd be in the same boat going to the same island.
I'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah.
Right. What I have been able to identify before in the past with WWE, especially WWE, because that's all the mainstream wrestling I actually watches that, and I can watch it when I can as well. Whether it be a Raw, a SmackDown, an NXT, a Takeover, a pay-per-view. I can't call them PLEs just yet. Pay-per-views, right? When they have a World Championship contest as that opening match, I think to myself, what else is going on in the United States right now? Do they have something else going on, like a presidential speech thing, a debate? Do they have some kind of NFL thing going on? There must be a reason as to why this big time match is on first, so that no one misses it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I usually go to. Is I tend to jump on my PC and go, what is happening in the US right now in terms of entertainment? Yeah. So I need to find a reason.
I can see the Kermit the Frog meme. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I get mad during like, if I'm watching like SummerSlam. It's because that's coming up tomorrow. So, I mean Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Today on Friday.
Say Saturday, because what time is it where you are right now?
It is 8:07 p.m.
It is 1:09 a.m.
Jesus.
I'm on Friday.
Virus.
Yeah. And I'm up again at 8:30 in the morning, so I'm going to get at least a minimum.
A flashback of Kiara when she first came on Dudes at Ringside back in the day.
Well, there you go.
She was like, "You know what time it is in England?" And me and my former co-host went, "It's 8:08 here in America. It is blah 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 in the morning." We're like, we didn't even know where she was because she didn't tell us. And on Instagrams, it tells people from England, from France. She didn't have that in her bio, so we didn't know. We booked her and just like, hey, boom, here's your invite. Here's your backstage pass. Make sure you don't eat all the wings in the waiting room for us, and we'll let us have our wings, you know.
Where does the fault lie in that one? Was it to the talent for not doing their research and what kind of interview they're accepting?
Yes, I didn't do my research. I just said, ooh, different talent, new talent, fresh blood, boom. That's what I do. I do my research, but then I don't do my research because if I like what they do, they may have an interesting story. That's what I see.
Yeah. I see that. I see.
Yeah. I like to have fresh blood on the podcast to get new people that want to come watch.
Fresh blood.
Yes, fresh blood for the fans that want to eat it. That sounds horrible.
Oh, that sounds intriguing.
Yeah. Have you been watching any like shows, any indie promotions that you've been like wanting to get on and you haven't been to yet that are in the UK? Or
I would absolutely love to. I've worked very closely with Jay and Dalton, who run Risen Pro Wrestling. They're here in the UK. There's such a lovely crop of guys there. They're all so hungry to not just succeed but excel with what they want to do. I've watched some matches before from local indie promotions here in the UK, and I'm going, I want to rip my fucking face off. I'm like, why can't you feed to the right, for example? Just little things like this. Some things do grate on me a bit too much, but it's all good. I mean, if they're doing what they're doing and their boss is happy and the talent's happy and safe, it's all that really matters, isn't it? As long as everyone's happy, the audience is entertained by it, a break from reality, come have a viewing point of what our world is like, and go on from there. So,
you said you help with the matches. Is it sometimes hard to sit down and get like they give you the number, the roster, who's going to be in the show, and you have to choose who fights who? Is that like the harder part to do that?
No, it's not. For example, here we are. We're on August the 2nd now, UK time. August 3rd, which is going to be Saturday here in the UK. It's our next big event, the Civil War. Civil War is like our biggest event of the summer. It's a big, huge marquee event with a somewhat, I think it's a 500 people capacity venue. that we're operating in, but we usually like to aim for like the halfway mark, that kind of thing, like 250. When we hit 250, okay, cool, we can slow down the promotional stuff. If we game, there's always going to be a lot of walk-ins anyway. It always is. That's the way the Isle of Wight operates. Okay, a lot of walk-ins. This event here, Civil War, due Saturday, August 3rd. This card has been booked up since March. Yeah. So it's done quite. Yeah. It's done quite far.
March?
Yeah, it's been booked since March. We've always known what the Civil War match is going to be. That's the main event, the Civil War match. It's exactly like NXT War Games, for example. It's exactly like it, only without the second ring, without the cage, and it's elimination. Eliminations only count once all 8 guys are involved. Okay, that's all. So eliminations, no second ring, no cage.
It sounded like if you go throwback, because I've been watching it on Peacock. On UK, you guys still have the network.
Yeah.
The old school World War III. No.
That's WCW.
Brawl. Like the WCW Fall Brawl. It's like the old school Fall Brawl.
I have never ever seen a Fall Brawl event. I have.
What?
I was like.
Oh, you broke my old school heart, Virus. You
So
broke
sorry.
my heart.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's his name?
Yeah, you're only going to get one. You're only going to get one apology for me from that one.
I wish I had the video of the father from Sanford and Son. I'm coming for you, Shirley. And like, Grandpa, Grandpa Panther, I'm coming for you. Oh,
right, you know, one of our major heels. He's having a break at the moment. JJ Valair. He'll probably end up castrating me if he watches and reads and listens to this, because he was a big WCW fan back in the day. And me being me, I avoided like the plague. I heard about it because I was a Raw guy through and through. I just loved WWF. I loved Monday Night Raw. Loved it. It was great. Attitude Era, awesome. Jay was very much into like WCW, that sort of thing. I actually gave Nitro a try once, and I didn't turn it off when I got upset with something or I didn't like something. I don't know who that is. Board, turn off, nothing like that. I watched the entire thing. And I swear to fucking God, every fucking segment had someone with an NWO t-shirt on. Yeah. And it drove me insane.
It was like NWO. It was like an NWO sideshow. That's why I used to get pissed about that.
Yeah, it annoyed me. And this, especially this, right? I remember it so vividly. This was at the time where Shane McMahon's corporation and the Undertaker's Ministry of Darkness had formed together to make the corporate ministry. And already then I thought, there's just too fucking many of you. Yeah. So, but when I was watching Raw and there was a corporate ministry segment or something backstage, there was like 4 segments involved in 1 2-hour show. Yeah, I'm going to a 2-hour show on Nitro, and every segment has a black and white NWO t-shirt. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yes. I can't deal with this.
It was annoying because back in the day, I have to send you the video. Back in the day, well, the OG dudes at ringside, we interviewed Stevie Ray from Harlem, the former NWO, as my old buddy would say, NWO B team, but Stevie Ray was part of the NWO after he left. Did you know that?
Wasn't Stevie Ray like transphobic or homophobic, something like that?
I had no idea, but his interview was so weird. The weirdest interview I ever did.
I remember reading or hearing something about that Stevie Ray was on a podcast and he made quite a few like transphobic or homophobic remarks.
Yeah, he kind of went a little crazy, and he said something about Stone Cold, and it kind of went viral. What
did he say?
He called him a puss. He called him the female body part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Why would he be a pussy for?
I have no idea. I'll have to find the clip at the end of the podcast, and I'll show you the clip. I put it on Instagram. I was like,
I mean, fair enough. Like, I mean, Steve Ray's going to know a bit more about Steve Austin than what we would, right?
Yeah.
So okay, but I can't take people's words for it. I need substance. I need context to it.
Yeah.
Like, why is he a pussy?
Like, yeah. Why? What did he do that he's?
What did he do? And furthermore, what did he do that was so fucking bad to you?
Yeah.
For you to warrant you calling him that.
Yeah, and and he didn't even warn us. He was somebody mentioned Stone Cold. My cousin came in the chat with a big interview for us. One of our biggest interviews we ever had. He wasn't an indie wrestler that we always nab. He was a main Hall of Famer, 10-time champion.
Okay.
And that was like, that would have been our big, I can't think of anybody. That would have been that was our biggest interview we ever had.
Okay.
Other than the indie wrestlers we interviewed, that was the top notch.
Rather than like small local town boys like me.
Yeah.
you get
but yeah, all you guys are big for Dudes at Ringside, but that was the one that was like, wow, I got that interview. I booked it.
Well done. Credit to you.
I'll tell you how, a short story how. He was doing an Instagram live. Right. I was sitting there watching it on my phone, and you know how on Instagram you could request to come in?
Yes.
To the live? I pushed it, and I'm like, she's not going to answer.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm watching. I push request, and I heard him say, "What's this Ghostbuster Joe? What's this Ghostbuster?" And he clicked it, and he must have saw it, so he clicked it, and I saw the screen go buffer, and then there's Stevie Ray, and there's me in the corner like this.
Fanboy moment.
Oh, like whoa! I didn't get scared per se. We started talking to him, I asked him about his titles, and I told him about Dudes at Ringside. I told him about my grandfather being a professional wrestler in the 50s and 60s. And he's like, wow, man, that's really cool. He said, what's your podcast called? I'm like, Dudes at Ringside. And I'm like, I want to know if you ever want to come on, Stevie. He's like, just let me know. Send me an invite. Send me some dates. After the end of the podcast, my former co-host was like, dude, I saw you were talking to Stevie Ray. Oh, my God. You heard you talk about dudes, did you? And I'm like, yeah. And I just need to know when you're available. And he's like, oh, this. We did the podcast. One of the craziest things it still shocks me that Stevie Ray from Harlem Heat came on Dudes at Ringside podcast.
It's an amazing thing. Well done to you. You did it. Awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy. I had Stevie Ray right here. He was on Dudes at Ringside. This podcast, the original. But yeah. And then I asked him again, and he said he didn't know who we were. So
obviously, you were some sort of meth then at the time.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Can't win them all.
So, do you think you would ever come to the States and wrestle, Virus, or the UK?
I've been asked that so many times.
I would love to see you come here, man. I want to see you come to the UK, the Americas, because
I'm already here.
Oh no!
I've run a rush shot for the UK. I've gone to places that I've wanted to go to. There's a few more on my bucket list to do, but genuinely though, I am so busy doing something I absolutely love within Outcast and growing that. Most recently, it's not a common thing because we don't push it. We just don't, but we do actually have our own network. Yeah. You're not listening to me, are you?
I'm listening to you.
Just as the other one.
I'm always listening. I'm the
Panda. Yeah, we actually do have our own Outcast Pro Wrestling Network.
Oh, really? I heard about that.
Really? Oh, that's your response to me saying it for a second time. You weren't listening the first time. What were you doing?
I was adjusting my speaker and the sounds.
Yeah. Can you hear me now, pal?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear, Mr. Virus. I remember hearing about that back in the day. Jackson Arrow told us that he had a network in the works.
Yes.
That he was bringing out, and they were working on getting his network up and running and being able so fans could watch it more.
I'm a huge believer in content is key, okay? There is a subscription price to it. It's only $5.99. It's fucking awesome what we do. Every event that we do is on there, and we're only adding more and more and more and more content. We are doing shows that frequently that you're going to get more than bang for your buck. Absolutely more than that. You're going to have access to early ticket sales, the lot. It's so beneficial. Yeah, the Outcast Pro Wrestling Network is only available through outcastprowrestling.com. I believe that's on my name.
Yes, Outcast Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Another UK promotion that if you're ever in the UK, like how many times do you guys do like dark shows that you just exclusively record for the network, or is it like do you guys ever have any other shows? Right.
So because the Isle of Wight is such a contained area, we do get fans come over from the mainland. Adam Pryor, I absolutely love Adam. We do have fans coming from the mainland to come and view our shows. We've got actually quite a few coming over for the Civil War event. It's a huge one. Pardon me. Yeah. Where the fuck was I going with that? Motherfucker.
Oh, no.
Motherfucker. We have quite a few fans come over from the mainland for our major events. They don't come over for all of our shows. For example, we get a lot of our hardcore fan base come to our campsites that we do. And sometimes, more often than not on these campsites, we're trialing something. We're making someone work with someone else that we haven't seen before. That sort of thing. Can you put something together? Now, our campsite shows, 9 times out of 10, when you view a campsite show, the biggest move that you're going to see is a suplex, for example. Okay? And then a move off the top rope. That's the finish. No problem with that. That's just not our style. We like to go for it. Okay? Keeping in mind that a lot of people are paying for these tickets for our major shows. These people that are at these campsite shows having a family holiday, they're paying a lot of money. So rather than give them just suplex and move off the top rope finish, I'm not for that. That's not for me, thanks. I'm going to go at this in true virus form. My opponent's going to do it the exact same way. Here we go. Let's have a fucking banger. Let's make these people leave this campsite with, we went to go and see the wrestling. It was bloody incredible. We put all of our banners, outcastprowrestling.com. It's our massive Sugar Skull logo is on all of our stuff. Apron skirts, the lot. We go full hog on it. Absolutely full hog. We've built up a really, really good rapport, relationships with people that work on the campsites. We always get the same ring announcers, commentators, that sort of thing. And they know who we are. They know what we're about. They're even coming to our major shows. They're booking time off work from their campsite job to come and see us. To actually, here's like the story as it progresses or the story as it finishes. You know, that sort of thing. It's only growing and growing. It's a true testament that the demand has shot up. So we have to keep on supplying. Now, because we don't promote it through our socials that, hey, we're at this campsite on this day and we're at that campsite on that day. But usually some people, I'll get a message in my inbox saying, hey, when's the next campsite? And I will have no problem telling them. I have no problem telling them where it is, what time the doors open. But I'll also add in, but we at Outcast Pro Wrestling will be there from this time to start the ring setup. You're welcome to join us if you want to. And some people do. Some of our older fans and some of our younger fans will still join us and watch us assemble the ring. They'll have chats with us. But one of our guys, Nicky Young, his real name's Josh, but we all call him Nicky. He is a fucking incredible young man. I've literally, when we did our first ever open day, that means it's free. Have a tester session, 3 hours, it's free. What can you lose, right? He came to our first ever one. Matt Jackson was ill, so I took the session, and I had Nicky Young, a set of twins that I was really interested in because I'm like, I would love to work with a set of twins on our live shows. That would be amazing. What magic could I do? Could I possibly come out with this one, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right. And 2 females. They were great.
Oh my god, have you ever said of females that are in America that like I gotta send you their Instagram. They're like Bella Twin kind of twins, but they wrestle.
I don't give a fuck about the Bella Twins. I couldn't give a shit about those.
They're better than the Bella Twins.
Those two are so fucking stupid. They'll probably die by getting hit by a parked car. How fucking dumb are those two? You can look pretty. I actually sang that at a campsite the other day. Whilst I was waiting for the tag, you can look pretty. I was having a look at the referee. Yeah. Whilst he was like checking me. No, don't. You can look pretty. I was actually doing that to him. I was mocking it. I can't fucking stand those two idiots.
No, these girls are really good. You really would like they're a tag team because they're twins,
right.
But they wrestle each other sometimes.
Right.
They do that.
Can you tell which one's which?
But yeah,
I don't give a shit about these people.
They're good. They're good wrestlers. I would love to see them come to the UK. But yeah, it's so cool to think that wrestlers sometimes, if they're twins, sometimes they'll be a team.
I think that's a bit too cliche though. It's the same thing with sisters. You don't have to make them a tag team. Just because they're related, that mean they have to be a tag team.
Yeah.
So make them do other things. Make them work program with that person and program with that person. They might intertwine in the feud. Go that way. It's like Austin and Kane, Taker and Mankind. Feud. They will cross paths, which they did. Then they'll separate out again, do their own thing. Tra la 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 la. You know, Taker and Kane together over here. The corporation builds up over there.
Yeah. It made me mad when they teamed up, and then Taker was a biker and Kane was a normal Kane, and it was just like, why do they have to be together again now? Taker's the biker. What is Kane gonna be behind him like the girl on the bike? Like, oh my god, I'm flying! Like, get out of here!
That would have been a bloody.
They're brothers. They're brothers.
Oh, my allergic to so much of this bullshit.
Yeah, you're allergic to bullshit. I get that.
I say that a lot. Every time I say something, I'm allergic to this bullshit. I gotta get away.
Makes me laugh that there's people. Taker got interviewed by somebody recently, and he's like, I want to say this. Every time I go to an autograph signing, I have to lie to these guys that say, "Are you guys really brothers?"
Yeah.
You fans. You fans.
Yeah,
all I gotta say is you fans. You fans. You just keep thinking they're related. They're brothers. Yeah, they're brothers. Yeah, they're brothers.
It's unreal what some people will think. Unreal.
Yeah, you're brother. Yeah, you're brothers. You're totally brothers. Ugh.
Of course they are.
Yeah. So the last time I remember we did stuff with the podcast, I remember do you still use your famous ironing board?
I do.
Okay.
And I'm going to go into this when we come back from the break. This is the part where you take me out, Joe Panther.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so with UK Wrestling Month, I just want to extend my hand out. If anybody's watching this podcast from the UK and they don't know how to approach a podcast, on Instagram, we have the Dudes at Ringside Podcast page. It's Dudes at Ringside Podcast. You could even message the Real Dudes at Ringside page on YouTube. I mean, here on Instagram, you could always DM on the chat, say, hey, I want to come on the podcast. If you're watching this and you're a UK wrestler and you want to come on Dudes at Ringside, comment now your wrestling name and or your Instagram, and I will be able to come on and get you and message you and tell you how I do it and when I do it. Because it's UK Wrestling Month, I'm usually just gonna have you on. I'll pre-record with you, and yeah. So let's get this going. Internationally known, and welcome back as the virus.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yay! I got scared. I thought he was leaving. I'm like, well,
how was your commercial break?
I should have some kind of advertisement, but I'm like, I don't want to add any more videos. Like adding more videos. Yeah. I'm trying to get the chat to be a little more alive. We got a few people in here. We got I don't know who this is, but that sent a little.
Oh, Tashten. She's awesome. She's absolutely awesome.
Hey. The sunglasses. It is sunny. Right. Yeah.
You got any more comments?
No comments. That's all. Shocked.
Oh.
Shocked.
How many people are viewing us right now?
Right now, we got 7 people in the chat. We got a heart, a love on Facebook. We got myself and somebody else. Other podcast gave it the thumbs up. 6 people on the Joe Panther Variety Show YouTube channel. I got 1 person on Facebook.
Oh, fuck them then.
Yes, meanies.
No, it is a little bit late.
Yeah.
However, I have received a message. Oh, thank you. Oh, mate, that lad Connor. I swear, I want to talk about Connor actually.
Let's talk about Connor.
I want to talk about Connor. Connor is a real extraordinary lad. When I first met Connor, he lacked so much confidence. Like, wouldn't say boo to a goose, if you know what that expression means. Like, basically, he will not talk to strangers. He will talk to people that he barely knows. That's it. that sort of thing, you know. But since I've met him, I've wanted to bring him more out of his shell. I've always believed in Connor because when I look at someone, I look at how they are, their stance, what their mannerisms are, what their facial expressions are when they're being spoken to in regards to training, that sort of thing, or just a general conversation and like trying to improve him. And you know he's listening, but sometimes you can't help but feel that there's something else distracting him at the same time. It could be anything. It could be like, I don't know, someone with a torch right behind me could just distract him or something like that. So to keep his focus like in line, it's been so important to him, and he's able to do it now, and he's just absolutely extraordinary. We all have slip ups. We all do things a little bit backwards sometimes. Connor has been no exception to it, but I've always believed him because he's got honest. Out of everyone I know, there's a lot of people I know. I can honestly say that Connor is in my top 10 of he truly has a heart of gold and constantly means well. He always does. I trust Connor. I trust him. I really do. I trust him so much so that I actually brought him into my sickness group because I felt as an outsider looking in, that's how I deal with things a lot with the creative process. I look at some people from an outsider's perspective. I sort of lean back and I look and I go, maybe his character might get a little bit lost in the shuffle somewhere. And I want no one to have any sort of throwaway matches. Oh, what do we do with so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so? Oh, I don't know. Stick him in a three-way. Fuck it. Oh, we got the card sorted out. It's a lot of single matches and one tag. What do we do with the rest of the 15 people on the roster? Well, I don't know. Stick them in a fucking battle royal because fuck it.
WrestleMania. That's what they do. Andre the Giant. Call it Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
No, I'm not doing it. I hate that kind of stuff. I can't stand throwaway matches. I want everyone to have a meaningful spot with something. And when I was an outsider looking in, I was looking at Connor. His character is CJ. It's basically his initials. It's C, Connor, J is his middle name. I can't remember if it's Joseph or not. Connor, can you tell me what your middle name is? I can't remember. But anyway, his wrestling name is CJ. And what it was I was in my feud with Scrappy, who's a part of the sickness. Yeah, and Scrappy fucked him up, whatever. I came out to chase Scrappy away. I helped CJ back to his feet, cut a quick promo, say to CJ, will you join my sickness in my crusade to fight the bad sickness people? There was a bad sickness, there was a good sickness, that sort of thing. So Connor joined up with me, and we took on the bad side of the people. It all culminated at Anarchy Rules back in May. Tag team Anarchy Rules match, sickness versus the sickness. After the match, we all paired up. We all back together again. We're back together. The foursome is now together again. We're great. Connor's one of them. Connor was the last one. And I thought to myself, there's no need to repackage him in terms of his name or nickname or anything like that. What I want to do is stick him in a pair of tights that resembles my gear, both of my gears, and a lucha mask.
Oh my gosh.
But the lucha mask has my snakeskin style to it. So his mask resembles that of my gear as well as his own gear. And just before we go out, I always I used to use lipstick to put on my face, right? Now I use red food coloring because it's a lot more fucking cheaper and it's easier to get off and put on and apply. Joining the sickness has been the best part of my career. Mate, it's been the best part of your career so far. There's a lot more stories to tell, but I absolutely love you, buddy. I love you.
Connor, what was it? You said Joe. What's up, Connor? Say, what were you going to say? I saw you wrote Joe, and I was like, yes, I was waiting because you were talking and I didn't want to interrupt you. So I was like,
it's all right.
Yes.
It's all good. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So lipstick, I don't use that anymore. I use red food coloring because it's just easier to get off, easier to put on. It's great. Scrappy has like cuts on him, random cuts that again, the food coloring stuff, tra-la-la. Newt has nothing because he's perfectly fine the way he is. He looks absolutely disgusting, revolting. I love him for it. But with Connor, I put something on him. Like the first time we paired up, I put sickness over his chest. At the last event that we both did together, I just wrote the words "hi" on him. So he's literally saying hello to the audience. Yeah. All right? You listening to me or you fucking typing?
I am listening to you and typing to Connor.
Hey, my little CJ. Yeah, Connor is. See, when I look at the sickness from an outsider's perspective, I see me, the guy with the blonde dreads. I see fucking Scrappy, who's an absolute maniac with his barbed wire baseball bat. And I fucking love working with Scrappy, either as a tag team or as an opponent. I literally, as soon as I think to myself, right, Scrappy and I, day off, mate. And we will beat the fuck out of each other.
Yeah.
And we'll have great fun doing it. And then afterwards, when we're backstage, we just start laughing a lot, hysterically a lot. We can't help but laugh during the matches, but it only adds to our character. And then there's Newt, who I absolutely fucking adore. Travis, I really do adore him. Like there's no tomorrow. Travis goes above and beyond what's asked for him. He's a real credit to us as a business, himself as a talent. He's just an all-round awesome guy. Even while gaming with him online, he's just hilarious. But when you talk to him, you don't think he's funny until he starts to open up and get to know you a little bit more. You know, he's quite reserved, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, when I get to CJ, I can honestly think, and when I look at CJ and think to myself, like, he's definitely the straw that stirs the drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's just something when you have somebody you know that you could trust with the kingdom if he had to walk away for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't go that far. I would not go that far. Oh, boy, this is so weird. I've just received a friend request from someone who I thought was in prison.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Oh, shit. I'm at 5,000 friends, so I can't accept him.
Yeah, me too. Well, you know, it's funny before I started this podcast, my suggestion people used to be all kids I went to high school with or was in college with, and then after I started Dudes at Ringside, all my suggested people are all these wrestlers from the indie scene.
Yeah,
it's hilarious. I'm like, who? It's all these guys like this, or with makeup on, or like hair all messed up.
Yeah,
and girls like that. I'm like, I don't know who you are. I don't even know where you wrestle. You could be from Alabama.
Yeah. And it's gonna take a lot of fucking effort to find all this shit out. So fuck them.
Gives me crazy, makes me nuts. That's why I'm crazy. I'm a little kid that doesn't know.
Right, I've just unfriended someone to get this person in.
Confirm. Yeah, it's so funny. Like to think, like I went from having people I went to high school with to now having people I don't even know that wrestle.
Yeah.
I had a person a few weeks ago that did the wrestling that shall not be talked about on this podcast because I don't condone it.
What?
Backyard. Some guy messaged me that did backyard wrestling.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, he's like, when are you available? And I'm just like, in my head I Tina'd him. I was like, I
mean, if backyard wrestling is your thing, all credit to you. Crack on. I just hope that you're okay.
Yeah.
Right? You're not going to have long careers, so have fun while it lasts. It's clearly for you. There is that argument of like, are you only a backyard wrestler because you can't do it properly? I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with it. I just think that this is clearly your style that you like more. It's like, I know some people who absolutely love technical wrestling, and that's all they want to do in their matches. I'm like, okay, well, that's not for me. So I'm a prolific striker. I love to hit, and I'm fucking good at it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn, yeah, pal. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You find your style, you just find what you're good at, you adapt to it.
Yeah, I felt bad. I like totally closed this guy out because he did backyard wrestling, but like,
you are heartless.
I'm a meanie.
You are absolutely heartless, Joseph Panther III.
Yes, I am. My grandfather said no. My Grandpa Panther smited him. No.
I'm right now. I'm scrolling through my friends list trying to unfriend someone.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm sitting there going, I haven't talked to that guy in like 15 years.
I'm not going to unfriend someone because I don't talk to him. I'm going to unfriend him because I don't want them to be.
Yeah, that's what I do. I go, how long has it been since I haven't spoken to this guy? And I'm like, Literally haven't spoken to this guy like in 15 years. Gone.
Well, even so, like you and I have been on and off for like 3 years, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck that 3 years is like. I do know that yesterday, for me, for you, it's still on the 1st of August, but for me, it's been 3 years since my dad passed away. To the
Wow.
day. Yeah.
You know
And
what's funny? You ever look through your memories on Facebook and go, "Wow, I can't believe I posted that."
no,
I do.
no, I've posted so much fucking bollocks in my life, but I just think to myself, like, I have seen a status before that I've written. I'll go, oh, geez. But then I think to myself, I was clearly feeling something on this day. I was feeling it. So, fuck it. Leave it. Right.
You know what
I don't know who this is, so I'm fucking unfriending it.
It's funny. You know what I also found, Virus? That
What?
back in the day, I don't know if you remember, Facebook had those games on it for a while.
Yeah.
Do you
Cafe
remember
World.
Farmville? That's
Yeah.
I would go up way old, and I get like Farmville. Your friend wants you to give them crops. I'm
Yeah,
like,
gifts. Yeah.
fuck you! I'm not giving you
Nah.
crops. And then I told the girls at work, they're like, Joe, you didn't send me corn. I need corn. I need carrots. And I'm like, I'm not playing this stupid game. It's my mom. She connected to my Facebook.
I can up you on this, right? So I used to play Cafe World.
I
Hey,
remember that.
Clive, you all right, buddy? Oh, I love Clive. I can up you on this, right? So I used to play Cafe World on Facebook with the Facebook games app part, and I used to set alarms on my phone. So when I'm when I'm making French onion soup, it takes 4 hours for it to cook. I then set a 4-hour timer on my phone. I was that fucking sad with not much of a life going on. Fuck it.
I remember playing that game. And do you remember the DJ game, the club game?
Was it Nightclub Empire?
Yes.
Yeah, I played it once and I hated it. I was like, this
like
ain't right. I've ran nightclubs. This ain't true. It's bullshit.
You can get different clubs, make different clubs. I had one that was like dance music, and I had another one that was like hip hop. I had another one, and then you could get friends that are DJs.
Yeah.
So you can have your friend. You add your friends, invite your friends to be DJ clubs, like bodyguards in the club. So people would be dancing, and then they start to fight. So you had to like get them and fight and get them out of the club, and then you had to get if you got a lot of virtual money, you get like fix and upgrade and get a bar, and then you had to get the drunk people out of the bar. It was so weird. Facebook, wow. You went from having games to just be random rigmarole on Facebook. Like
crazy stuff in it. Absolutely crazy.
I think I know why they got rid of all the games on Facebook, because people started getting bored of sitting there on Facebook just playing the games all day.
It happens. It does happen.
Do they still have games? Because I'd never see them pop up anymore.
No, it's all taken over by apps now since the smartphones came out. I mean, Facebook games was a thing before smartphones. I mean, I think maybe like the iPhone 3 was out maybe at the time, I think. No, I don't even think that. iPhone 3 was around 2012, maybe before that.
Yeah. We got 10 people on YouTube and 1 person on Facebook.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We'll be coming to a close soon because I need some goddamn sleep before I start early in the morning.
So, we can start slowing it down now, Virus.
Let's do what you want.
Hey, what's going on, JJ? Welcome.
Who's JJ?
JJ.
Oh my God, yes, that's Nikki Young. That's Josh.
Whoa, welcome, Josh. Welcome.
Yeah, he actually sent me a message whilst we were talking about him. I'm gonna read it out. I appreciate the few lovely words you got in about me before that Panther guy changed the subject to the fucking Bella twins.
Well,
yeah.
JJ,
fuck the Bellas.
I wasn't trying to talk about the Bella twins. I was trying to talk about these other twins that you said twins, and there's a twin tag team with their females, and I'm a twin, so it kind of made me feel good about myself. So JJ,
fucking Bellas, fuck off.
The worst induction in the Hall of Fame history. Swear to God.
Morons, the pair of them. Morons.
Yeah. So
I
JJ,
can't believe that the year that Vader was inducted into the Hall of Fame, the Bella Twins went on record to saying, "We can't wait to hear what Vader has to say and his stories." He's dead.
Yeah.
One of them, I don't know which one it fucking was. Both of them should be fucking ashamed. One coming from John Cena's dick, the other one coming from Bryan Danielson's dick. You should fucking know who's dead and who's not.
Yeah. Idiot.
I couldn't believe it. She didn't know that he was dead. Leon White is no longer alive. I can't wait to hear all the awesome stories from back in his day. What?
Oh, Jesus.
Crazy. Fucking mental.
We have 10 people watching us on Facebook right now, on YouTube.
Hey, everyone, that's 10 people. Hello.
Yeah, 11 people. As you go up to 11. 10
We
people
got
watching us
11.
on Facebook.
We're
Yeah.
up to 11. Whoop, whoop.
So, in closing, if anybody wants to buy tickets for your upcoming show, how can they buy tickets for the show?
They would buy tickets for Outcast Pro Wrestling Civil War by visiting our website, outcastprowrestling.com. Furthermore, if you live far away, like Joe Panther III here, and wishes to watch Civil War live on the Outcast Pro Wrestling Network, simply go on to outcastprowrestling.com, and it is there in, I believe it's the top right-hand side corner. Yeah.
What time will you guys be going live if they're from like the States and they want to watch it from beginning to end like a WWF pay-per-view?
Right. So our doors would be open from 5:30 p.m. So the show would start at 6 p.m. The live online that makes it more like 1 p.m. in the afternoon on Saturday.
Oh, we have one more question. So, yeah, somebody
Go for it. What's the question? Who is your dream opponent? In terms of indie wrestling, I've already done it.
Ooh. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh. Awesome. All right.
Yep.
Virus, I want to thank you so much for coming back on Dudes Ringside and helping me open UK Wrestling Month. And of course, I had to have the best help me open UK Wrestling Month, and the Virus, why not?
Thank you. It means a lot, but I don't think I'm the best.
Well, for me, you're the best because your energy's like mine. It's not like this and that. It's just like I'm gonna stay here and have fun with it. You know what I mean? No,
I'm just like
no censor in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not
all good.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Virus.
Let's say this. Let's say this before you close off. Shall I come back to close out UK Wrestlers Month?
If you want, we can do a closeout too.
Fuck it. Let's do it. I'll be here for the closeout of UK Wrestlers Month. Let's do it.
Hell yeah, man. I'm Joe Panther III.
I'm the Virus.
And we will catch you in the next.